It's your girl, PBB, Fat Black Barbie, Lavender, whatever you want to call me. Just make it be something cute. Because if you play with me in my comments, it can be mean. I'm going to block and I'm going to report. And it's curtains for you. Anyway, on my last video, I was trying to do a voiceover, but my editors, the editors that I was using would not take the voiceover. So I just had to put music over it. I was trying to do a story time. I could not do the story time. I don't think I would be capable because of the way my brain is set up. It's a tunnel vision or no vision. To be able to do the story time while I'm doing my makeup at the same time. It's just not gonna work for me. I would have to do my makeup and put a voiceover over it. So yeah. What I'm going to be doing today, see if I can get you a picture of it, is AI, girl. Because I'm a Cancer, and I wanted to create a picture of a Cancerian goddess with blue, with purple, with gold, because for the past 2-3 years now, those have just been my colors. Blue is not even one of my favorite colors, but I really like a good blue, purple, and gold combo. I have not done blue, purple, and gold makeup before, so I'm going to try to do it now. Let me show you again. What it looking like? Look like money. If you see me looking here, I see what you see when I look right here. In this vicinity over here, I see me, and I can see my phone. So this is the picture that I'm talking about. I created it with AI. She got a little sun right here. I don't have that. I don't have anything I can do right here, and I don't want to do nothing right there. So what we're going to do, we're just going to get some face jewelry and some ear jewelry going, and that's going to be it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start going ahead with the look. My brows are already done. I did my brows before the video. And what I'm going to do now, and this will be a cut crease. Have I done a cut crease on here before? I believe so. I'm taking off these glasses, so this vision about to get real bad. So, I'm sorry, I bumped the camera. So don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me right now. Where's my mirror? You don't know what I've been through. Don't judge me. Okay? So I'm going in, and of course, you know, my go-to, if you watch any of my past videos, you know what it is. You know what it's giving. If I'm looking down, looking into my mirror. I wanted to do this with y'all because I wanted to show you how I'm going to achieve it rather than just doing the look and then just, you know, randomly popping up looking like that. And y'all be like, girl, how you do that? I'm going to show you how I did it. So when I post my videos and my pictures of my look, I can post a link with it. And be like, yeah, this is what I did. This is what I did to start looking like this. Yeah. So now that we have that situated, I'm going to go ahead and put on my eye primer so that I can get everything going with going over the look with y'all. And I don't know, but I think this is going to be just a longer video. I might do my foundation. I don't know. If the video is long, like almost an hour, then you'll know that I did it. If it's not, then it's probably not. So I'm just going to put that over my eye, my lid. Like, and people say, you know, people wear makeup to look different and stuff. For me, it's a form of art. Like when I first started doing makeup, and for a while after I was doing makeup, I did it as a form of art to express myself. It was never for me to like make me look different. Now, do I look different with makeup? Absolutely. But who don't? There's a few people that don't. I'm not gonna say who don't, because there's a few people who don't. But if you have like acne and hyperpigmentation, you're gonna look different with makeup anyway, so it don't matter. But yeah, we're gonna let this dry real quick. I'm gonna show you the 2 makeup palettes I'm gonna use. Of course, you know I go hard for my UCANBE. So we have this one, which is Twilight and Dusk. And these are the colors. I'm going to use the black out of this. And I might use that saffron right there. This saffron, this orangey looking color. In person, it is more like a burnt orangey, slightly reddish. And then we're going to use the UCANBE Exotic Flavors palette. Now, mind you, these palettes are pretty cheap. They're no more than maybe $14, $15. And they're very pigmented. So if you look back at my other videos, you can see that. So we're going to be going in on this side of the palette. Because as you can see, that picture had the purple eyeshadow. It had a deep, I'm probably going to go in a little bit with this brown as well, this dark brown. I'm probably going to mess with all 3. Hold on, let me make sure I know where I'm pointing at. All 3 of these purples. all three. And then I'm going to go in with these two blues right here. I got a little bit of it on my finger. But yeah, so that's what it's about to give. So what I'm going to do right now, let me go ahead and check and see. Yeah, it's still a little wet. I'm going to come back when it dries off. I'll be back. Oh, yeah, I do need to do my setting spray. So wait a minute. We might be here for a little longer. Hold on. Whew. I set my face before I put makeup on it. It helps. It really does, especially when you're an oily girl. Because this is Make It Last Matte by Milani. This is Make It Last Matte. So this does something for me by way of making it easier for my makeup to last a little longer. And then, of course, for my foundation, y'all saw me try It Cosmetics. Not It Cosmetics. Born This Way. Oh, I can't remember the name, the rest of the name. It just didn't have as much coverage as this. I can put this on without even color correcting, and I get enough coverage. So, yeah. So what I actually might do in the meantime is just do a little bit of color correcting until this dry. And then that way we can make sure that we're flawless. Ooh, hold on now. This is a little watery. Hold on. I'm going to have to shake this thing because I pushed this, and it just was like super watery. So let me shake this up a little bit. I had squeezed it and a whole bunch of water came out. I said, what the hell? This is LA Girl Pro, by the way. I might as well just do the whole routine. This is just going to be kind of a long video. I'll take some stuff out, though. And this side of my face is the more problematic side. So I don't even know. I don't think I'm going to really color correct like that over here. It's just this little piece. It gives me pause, but this part right here. Okay, I had to make sure we were still recording. I'm very cautious about stuff like that because I would hate to be doing that much video and wasn't recording shit. That would piss me off. That would piss me off. So now I'm just going to go in right here. And then I'm going to take this piece right here and get that up off of there. Get my wig hair out of my way. I mean, really right now, my hyperpigmentation on my forehead is not as bad. I guess a lot of my exfoliation did its job, did its due diligence. So right now it's not that bad. So let me go ahead and check on the lids. Okay, the lids are dry. Are they dry? I feel like there's a little something going on here. We'll see. Anyway, let me go ahead. Where's my beauty blender? So, my brushes is back there. Anyway. Not all of them though. Cool. All the eyeshadow brushes are in the front, like they're in front of me, because I knew I didn't have time to be looking for that. With the way I'm going to have to work this eyeshadow on and the stuff I'm going to have to do, I don't have time to be looking for it. So that's why I have to do the things of the such. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me get my brushes. I'm going to go over the brushes that I'm using as well. Gather those things. And I guess you could say this is a tutorial rather than a get ready with me. So I'm going to show you how I achieve that look. Anyway, so I have these. I love these double-sided ones because you have the fluff and then you have the more compact part. Now these parts I like to use to put like shimmers and glitters on, especially my bright colors that I need to put on my lid. And I got two of these. And then I have my crease brush right here. Of course, we're going to use that in the crease. And I got a second crease brush. And then I got two smaller brushes so that I can put on those purple and blue shimmers in my crease. And I got a concealer brush because I'm going to do a cut crease for the gold portion. And then I got this because I'm going to use this for my transition area. So let's go ahead and get started. I really want to push this back so I can put my mirror right here. This mic, because my mic is right here. I don't know which mic is in use. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it's not even using the one I put in here. Hold on. I don't know, but maybe this is the best thing to use. I'm going to have to see. But let me move this back some since I don't think it's using this anyway. Oh, yeah, I think it is using it. Oh, no, it just changes color. Okay. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Let me sound check. Okay. I don't know if the sound sound is any different than it was because, yeah. But I switched over to the microphone that I'm using on the table. Let me go ahead and get this first brush because you always go in with your transition area first. So, actually, yeah, I need to go into this palette first. Yeah, let's do this palette first. And I'm going to go into that little saffron color that I just did my finger into something by accident. That saffron color that I discussed with y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tap on into that. And let me get my mirror and pull it a little close so I can see what I see. And I tapped into it lightly because I just don't want a whole bunch of that color. I want it to be subtle where you can see it, but it's not doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we just tapped into it lightly. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye and I'll be back. Okay, so now that I have done both eyes with that, we're gonna sit this brush to the side. And this is also gonna be something that we pat back into the blend. And I'm gonna take this brush right here, which is one of my crease brushes. And I'm gonna go into this palette and I'm gonna hit that dark brown I was telling y'all about, which is gonna be this color right here. And I'm going to do this. I like to just kind of turn it in it a little bit and then pat the tip of it on there. And I'm going to go through my crease. And you see I'm keeping it directly in my crease. I'm not going lower. I'm not going higher. I'm just keeping it in the crease. I make sure I'm spreading it evenly and getting the color payoff that I want. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my other lid. Okay, so now that I've gotten that in my crease, the next line of action is going to be, I saw that there was like a black that blended into a purple that then went into that gold. And then, of course, there was that blue and purple. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this brush right here. And I'm going to go back into this palette, back into our Twilight Dust palette. And I'm going to tap into this palette with this brush, right? Okay. So, and I'm not patting a lot because their black is very pigmented, as you can see. Like, I'm literally patting. I'm not even swiping my shit. And then I'm just going to do a slight sweeping motion. You see, I'm kind of like taking it outward, right? And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. And you kind of want to slightly take it up and out rather than anything else. And then you kind of blend it into those other two colors, especially into that purple. Not that purple, that brown. So that it kind of gives seamless, right? So first you pull it out to kind of like almost like wing it out, you know. And it's okay if it looks a little messy everywhere because we're gonna clean that up anyway. We're just trying to wing it out, bring it out some, right? So after you do that and you start to feel like you look sexiness already, and some of y'all won't if you don't know what that process is. If you don't know what it's like to trust the process, you won't feel sexiness yet. But if you know what that process is, you're gonna start feeling sexiness already. So now I gotta find my other concealer brush. Where the hell is that? Here we are. I'm gonna take my LA Girl Pro and I'm not gonna go ham with it because we don't have to cut all the way, so you don't need a whole lot. But from the picture, you see she had like a good amount of space here that was gold. And we don't need to cut on this part either because it's already, So, but if you want to blend it out a little bit, you can just cut that right there. Okay? That's all you need to cut because there was another area with purple. So we're going to leave some of this blank so we can go in with that purple. So I'm just going to do the same thing on my other eye and I'll be back. So now that we have cut our crease, let me make sure we still film it. Okay, here we go. Okay. We can go in with our first purple, which is going to be a matte purple, which is going to be this color right here. I'm going to tap this brush into this purple, right? Like so, like that. And I'm just going to take this brush. And you see how that purple is there now? I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to tap one more time just to get a little more color on that side. But you see how pigmented that is? I was able to do both of those sides with that. Not that it's even a big area, but still, like, that's a good amount of color payoff. And so now, once you do that, you want to start to blend your purple and your black together. And you kind of want to take it into your crease a little bit. So do the same thing on the other side, but just don't get it on your lid where you cut your crease at. That's what you don't want to do. Make sure you get all of that pigment on there. So now that you've done that, and you've done a little bit of blending, and you want to keep blending until it looks kind of seamless. But if you want to take that black in there and drag it over there, you can. And so when you feel like you're happy with that, then you turn that brush over because that's the purpose of a double-sided brush, right? Then you go into your palette and you get this gold right here. This one. I'm trying to see if I can y'all can see it. And I'm just going to coat both sides of this brush with this. Ooh, that's making it look nuts. But it's fine. Because I want that gold to pop like a firecracker, baby. So then you carefully place your gold. And I coated both ends so I can just go in on the other eye and do what needed to be done. And there's still some on this side. So you see how I feel. Yeah. A little bit of that eyeshadow primer got into my eye a little bit. It's not like in it to where it's hurting, but it's kind of like in my tear duct. And I will say that it will gather on you. So you got to check your eyes so it don't get into your actual eye. Throw it in the trash. But now that we got that out, this is the eye so far. Okay. Now, I don't think I put a this wing liner in this. I ain't put no thing for no wing liner in here. I wonder if I could just use my brow thing for that. Well, anyway. So now I'm gonna go in and there is a metallic purple that blends into a metallic blue. So we're gonna take a metallic purple. I'm just gonna use this color, this metallic purple, because I feel like it'll pop more. And I'm just taking this little brush here. And I just really want it on the tip. I don't really care about being on the sides like that. Because this is I need it just directly in a little line. So let me see. So it starts kind of like right about here. Okay. See if I got enough to do the other side. Ooh, kinda. Yeah. Pigment, baby. Pigment. I'm just gonna tap on that one more time. because this gave me such a good payoff with color that I don't even really need to do too much. Just go in like so, like that. Right? Okay, then you're gonna take your other tiny pencil brush. I just have another one that's small like that one, and I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna mix these two blues together. So I'm gonna dab into the darkest one first, and then I'm gonna dab into that lighter one. So then I'm gonna go right in front of that. Okay, and I got enough to go on that other side. And start getting jiggy over there. That's your food over there, y'all. And you start blending it in. Now, if you know where I got it from, then you are somebody who has been on the internet for a long time. If you know where I got that's your food over there, then you were a part of an era. You were a part of a certain group of people. But I feel like I doubt there will be anyone who knows where it's from. And if you did see it, you probably don't even remember. I've never done anything like this before. And it's given already, and I'm getting really excited. I'm really excited now. I feel like this is so cute. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm gonna just say I'm gonna have to get my wing liner. I'm gonna have to do it because I need a guide. I'll be back. Okay, if only y'all knew how much work that was for me just now. Let me make sure we filming. Okay, we are. Okay, so I have my Wet and Wild breakup proof. So if you're crying, hey, it ain't gonna come out. Waterproof liquid eyeliner. I've been using this for years. This is how it looks. It's just a little pen. I prefer the eyeliner pen rather than just the regular liquid liner because the pen is just easier for me and it gives me more control. And as you know, again, I always reiterate this. I do like a thicker liner because I have really big eyes. So my lids are big. So I'm just going to, as you can see, I'm just filling it out like so. Come on, come on. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. That's our number one. Okay, you see, I'm locked in, baby. I'm gonna finish this one. I'm gonna come back because it's gonna take a while. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've got our wing liner in. We're gonna be doing the rest of the makeup and just kind of cleaning everything up here. So what I'm gonna do, y'all know how I am. I don't like to clean up anything, especially with liner, with concealer. And I do got some concealer here, but I'm gonna use it for something else. I'm going to use my alcohol pads if I can find those. I hate to keep pausing y'all, but I just don't like to waste time with me looking for stuff and then just leaving it in the video. But these wasn't too far, so just these little babies right here. I'm just making sure you can see it. That's why you keep seeing me look over here. Um, yeah. You see how much easier that is than if I was to try to go over that with concealer. Okay, and then it's also going to help me because I can see what's missing that way. I got a little bit of liner on my damn finger. Okay. All right, so boom, we did that. "Ooh, girl, yeah, she did that. Ooh, girl, y'all like the way she did that." That's what y'all be saying when y'all be seeing this. Y'all be like, "Ooh, yeah, she did that, girl. She did that. I love that." Anyway, so now we're gonna go over foundation. Let me check and see what the bottom lid is looking like on this lady. Okay, there's nothing that shows the bottom lid. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just smoke it out a little bit with purple and I might do the inner part purple, the outer part blue, and then like a dark brown at the lid. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now it's foundation time. My CC cream by It Cosmetics. I feel like it's the best for me. Like nothing else really gives me that coverage that I need like this does. So I kinda swear by it a little bit. So we're gonna do one, two, three. Let's do four. Because y'all know I like to blend down to my neck, so I need to have enough product for my neck. And as you know, I just take my finger. I don't blend with my finger. I just put product on with my finger. Like so. Boom, boom, boom. And if you feel like you put a little too much in one dot, then you just go down like so, like that. And then these daggum hairs always find their way up here. Like, girl, I can put you back here 50 times. And this is my blonde wig y'all seen in the last talking video where I did the halo eye. So if you want to know more about this wig, then you can look at that video. I believe I talked about it in the beginning. I'm not getting paid by any hair company about wigs, so and I'm not like a person that feels like I'm a professional, like gluing the wig. Like this is the bluest wig, so I just put the motherfuckers on. And if it is a wig that I have to glue down, then I try to do it real quick before the video. I'm not that good at it, so they probably wouldn't pay me much because I just started doing that shit like within the past 4 months, I believe, because I wanted to be able to glue down my wig for my birthday, and that was the only reason I started. So yeah. Yeah, I'm putting this on my neck now. So we just get that all in one place. And I think maybe another reason that a lot of times it don't look like much coverage is on my neck to me is because I'm not putting enough product when I'm using other foundations. Because that other foundation, Too Faced, I was literally just taking the concealer and then dabbing it all over my neck with the applicator because it was just easier for me that way. All right, hold on. Let me get my brush. I never used to use this as a foundation brush, but I find that all the large B best coat brushes, BEST is in Tom, O is in Paul, E, uh, they all blend foundation pretty well. And I found myself really liking the way that this is blending. So I said, well, let me just use this. Let me see what it's giving. And it's giving. It's giving quite a lot. So see, I'm just going through. I'm coming through with the come through. And I got this wig band on so that my hair will stay out of my face and so that I won't get foundation on my wig. I don't really typically use a lot of products in this area because I don't really have too much of an issue with acne there or any discoloration. So my forehead, absolutely, because that area be doing some tripping. And as you can see, I'm just taking that product in. I don't go too close to my wing liner with my foundation. I really don't even feel like I be that close to my eyes at all with the foundation, honestly. I just mostly get everything else. You get this area together, get it situated. And that's a good amount of coverage like that. You can't even tell I was having all the problems that y'all seen when I first got on this video. Y'all was probably like, "Ooh, girl, you need some Noxzema or some girl." But you see, you don't see that no more. You don't got that. I don't got that problem no more. You don't see that. Okay, so now I'm back with my LA Girl Pro. I told you I was going to use this for different things. So I'm now going in and just putting a little bit of it on my forehead. I'm going to put it in my inner tear duct area. And this is me just looking in the mirror. I'm just taking it. And, oh, okay, there we go. Jeez. Okay. Honestly, I just be putting this all over my nose anyway when I blend it. So I'm just going to put it all over my nose. This was something I used to do back in the day when I used to snatch my nose. And I think I'm going to go back to that because I enjoyed that thoroughly. Make sure I add a little more here. All right. Put the rest on the chin. Get the chin situated. Okay. So as you can see, this is what it's given. I'm going to take a little bit of that, put it over here, like so, like that. You know, when you see a woman with this, you know it's going to be something crazy. Maybe going to be something serious, honey. You know when you see this display, that beat is going to go crazy. Honestly, I feel like it should be called beat because we really do be beating the crap out of our faces with brushes and sponges and stuff. Especially because I'm heavy-handed. So I'm just using the butt end of this to blend the larger parts. And luckily for me, some of the places, especially in the forehead area, that I be needing a good amount of coverage are literally places that I'm putting on the product anyway. You can see, I'm just going through, blending like crazy with my beauty blender. Like you want to be detailed when you do this, especially when you have a lot going on with the eye makeup. You do not want to mess up your eye makeup. You see, I just ever so carefully, ever so carefully go through and blend that out. Okay. So when you get towards the eye area and you're trying to blend out that area in here, you want to take the pointy end and just ever so carefully. And I'm going to take my foundation brush again. And I'm just going to pat, 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 pat all over. And that kind of just takes care of continuing to blend that. Next, we're going to go ahead and set everything. So the two things that I like to set with are my airspun and my Sacha Buttercup setting powders. They're loose setting powders, so you kind of want to be careful. Grab my handy dandy, my big gigantic brush, and then this one, that's what I use to get like in the tight areas. So first, I'm going to start off with my airspun. Now, I like to shake it up a little bit just to get that product in the top a little bit. It is just full of powder. So now, you'll see me just slowly, lightly tapping on my face so that I can set everything. Like, it helps to distribute the powder. You can tell it's not too heavy, but it's enough that it gets it dry enough. I'm just gonna go back in. Any place that looks a little too shiny for my liking. Go right back in. Okay, so now I take this brush and tap some of that product in there. I'm gonna go under my eye and set that area. And I'm gonna set my nose. And I'm gonna set my chin. And I kind of like to pile it on under the eye because that way I'm able to just go in and get it situated, and then the rest I'm just gonna put on the other parts of my forehead because I feel like enough product didn't get on there. So now we're good. We can go ahead and contour. Well, hold on, I almost forgot something. I know you're noticing I highlighted under my jaw, but I didn't set it. That's where this comes in. I go in with that Sacha Buttercup. And I'm gonna tap that in on that jaw. And I like to go a little heavy because I want my jaw to be snake. Okay? You hear me? Bruh. So now that we're nice and yellow at the bottom, yellow bottom. I changed my YouTube name to Yellow Bottom. Hold on. Had some right there that's all I'm understand. All right. So now I'm gonna take my contour brush and I'm gonna go into my contour palette wherever the heck I just put that. Oh, I know I've seen it somewhere. Black Radiance. As you'll see, I'm a pretty affordable girl because I don't make a shit ton of money. Like, the only things I like that be expensive is the foundation itself. Because that foundation, I believe that's almost like $40, if not $40, due to inflation. Because I know when I first bought it, it was like $37 for the It Cosmetics CC cream, and it has SPF 50. So if you plan on going outside in the daytime, you're good to go. Okay, I'm gonna tap into this, and that Black Radiance palette is not very expensive. I know it should cost you less than about $10. I know it should, because it cost me less than $10. This Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. I've been using this in like all my videos. And I like to go under the jaw because y'all know I have a double chin. So this kind of helps to contour that down. Okay? So now that we have a nice, and I like to pat the product on rather than swiping it on with this. So now that we have a nice snatched contoured complexion, I'm going to go ahead and dust this off, and then I'll be back with the next part. So now that I have the powders dusted off, I'm going back into this palette, and I'm going to get this middle color, which is my color, and I'm going to tap my brush. This used to be a foundation brush. I have a whole bunch of these, but I don't really like the way they blend. I really don't care for it, honestly. But I do like how it can pick up product when it comes to putting on powder. I just don't like to work with wet product with it. So as you can see, I put it on. I put my powders on with it. And then I blend out my contour. I love how this picks up the powder and disperses it across my face, like so. And I just wipe it on that lower jaw, and then I start to blend that contour. And I notice that when I blend my contours with this, it does a really good job. Like, I like this better than my powder brush, my regular powder brushes. So I'm just gonna go back in, and I'm gonna do the same thing on my forehead. After dispersing that across forehead, nose, chin, things of that nature. And then lastly, I'm gonna pat it twice and add product under my eye. See the difference? Uh-oh. I got an accidentally dipped into it with my finger. Uh-oh. We don't waste no product. Not around here. We don't put that product on, honey. Put it on. Whatever's left on the brush, I just put it on my neck. It's getting a little hot in here, so I'm gonna try to make the rest of this quick. Okay, so now I found my blush. I use the Palmetto palette. I'm sorry, Palladio. I don't know where Palmetto came from. Palladio blush. And I'm just gonna get my blush brush wherever the heck that is. Did I put it up here? No, I didn't put it up here. So y'all know when I do this stuff, I be on the search for stuff. Like I be, cause it be hiding like it's in witness protection, and I'm like, come on, bro, I ain't got all day. Okay, I'm gonna look for it and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I found my blush brush. Kind of fluffy, but it's not as big as the other one. And I'm just going to tap into that blush real good until my brush looks like this. And I like to smile so I can kind of see my cheekbones. Yeah, I'm all blushed up. Whatever's left, I'm gonna sweep it over here. And that's really easy. So go back in, pat, 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 pat. Heavy, heavy on the blush. And then I just go through my contour and warm that up using the rest of it. And then I'm also gonna blend that into the contour. Okay? So after I do that, now I can go ahead and contour my nose. Now, where my brush is for that, I don't know. Oh, here it is. Got him. That bad boy. All right. Go back into that contour palette. Boom, boom. That's it. This is extremely pigmented. So now I'm going to go through here like so, like this. And I start up here and I take it down. And I want to kind of bring it in a little bit right there. So that's what we have so far. We'll tap twice again on that. Start in the beginning. Just like a guide. It kind of gives you that curve appeal. You can just curve it. And then you'll find yourself going down the natural curve of your nose. See how I did that? Okay. And now I'm gonna hit my nostrils with it. So, and I've explained this process before. I just take away a lot of nostrils. So you see how this one now looks smaller than this one? Because this looks like a shadow. This is actually my nostril from the front. It don't look like nothing. So yeah, it looks like I ain't got no nostril barely. And that's how you snatch your nose. So now when people are looking or when I'm taking my pictures, my nose looks way smaller than what it actually is. And then I just take a little, make a little line across. Okay. And now I'm gonna go back in with the powder brush, and I don't add no more product on it, but I just go back in and I just blend everything out. It is something that's like quick because it don't take much to blend that out. Now I'm gonna use a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna find my highlight wherever that may be, wherever it may be. It's at the bottom of this. So now I'm gonna take my J-Cat highlighter, You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter, and this is the one YGG 102 in Twilight. It's broken, but this is how it looks. This is the one I've been having for a long time. And I'm just gonna take a little more of that. I just want to be super highlighted because the girl in the picture is super highlighted. So, and I love to pile it on my nose a little bit so that it's like, ooh. And then whatever's left, I kind of put it on my cheeks under that contour. And then after that, the face is pretty much done. We just now have to do like a lash and we got to do our lips. So now, I don't know where I put my setting spray, but I'm definitely going to get my lipstick. So the lipstick, the things I'll be using next, I have Depuplum, Depuplum gold lipstick, and this is so beautiful. It's literally just a gold lipstick. Because as you can see in the picture, she had the gold lipstick in the middle. Then I have Kiss New York Professional, and this is in the color Royal Purple. Royal Purple. I don't know if I can see that. I hope you can, because I can't see if you can see it. My vision is blurry. So there's that. I'm going to use this right now, which is Urban Decay All Nighter. I'm just going to shake it up a little bit and just start making sure we still can. Whew. Now that that happened, let's dry this real quick. Oh, oh Lord, I didn't drop my daggum. I don't even know why I did that. Hold on, y'all. I gotta pick that up. Okay, and while that's drying, I also want to take this again, and I'm gonna go back into my highlighter. I think this brush might be too big for this, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone real quick. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start working on our lashes. Pull out my handy dandy, baby, the handy dandy. And her lash wasn't too big, but it wasn't that small either. So I think I'm gonna go with these because I want my lashes big. I want to be seen, honey. I need to be. Ooh, did I rip some hairs on there by accident? I did. I can't even wear this. Did I rip hairs on that? I don't know. I didn't see no hairs go away. Oh, yep, I did. Because they went all the way down here. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to wear those then. I ripped a little too hard and the hairs came out. Um, I don't even want to wear that lash no more because that was last year though. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna put these on at the bottom when it's these. I just want a big lash. Come on. And I'm trying not to grab them wrong, but they sticking on there real good. And I'm just gonna take my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I don't even know if y'all can see that because I can't see it. Maybe I just don't hold it right. Y'all see that? Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I just have to hold it real close. And I'm just gonna put some lash glue on this lash, and I like to do a lot of lash glue. Like I like to really pile it on so that they stick for a long time. Because me personally, if you know me, and you see me go places, if I'm gonna wear lashes, I'm not wearing them for a long time. I typically don't leave my house for a long time. But if I'm wearing them, I'm only gonna be having them on for like 4 hours tops, maybe five, depending on what I'm doing. But typically, it'd be like dinner or a nice event, and typically that don't last more than 4 hours if you're going to a nice event. So it's just long enough just to get the job done, and I can have me a cute little photo op situation. Other than that, I really don't care. Like if I'm working or anything where I gotta be cute, but I know I have to be cute for some hours, or like even if it's a situation where um, you know, I'm on a date but it's something casual, or I'm like chilling but it's something casual, like if I'm going somewhere, then I'll just do mascara. I don't do a lash unless I feel like it's gonna be like I need to come through all the way. Like I ain't gonna have steps. I'm gonna just come all the way through, and I'm gonna have me a good lash. Hold on, I'm trying to get these lashes situated so that however they lay, I don't get no glue nowhere. Okay, so while those are doing their thing, doing their due diligence, I'm gonna shake my mascara a little bit. This is the Essence Lash Princess, and I always tell y'all this every video that I use this. I like it because it got a curve on it, so I don't have to do too much. Hold on and make sure this stickers ain't getting on me. So, and I do like to make sure that my eyelashes get coated. Yeah. Okay. And then I also wanted to go back in and do my eyeshadow stuff. So let me do that real quick. I decided I'm just gonna use the purple and blue because I just don't feel like doing all that. And then I only have so much time before that lash glue dries enough. So I'm gonna go in with that darker purple. You see how I got it on there like so? And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other part, on the other bottom lid. And some people they like to line their bottom lid. I don't. Okay. Here we go with this one. This is the one we went in that blue. And I'm just gonna do the dark blue by itself. I'm not gonna go into the light blue. then do the same thing on the other side. What you do to one side, you must do to the other. Unless you just like uh the mismatched colors, because that would be cute. If you were to do this, but you do blue on one side and purple and then blue, that would be cute. I could totally see that. So now that bottom lid is done. I'll put on my glasses real quick so I can check on these lashes and see what it's giving. Oh, they ready. They ready for me. All right. Did I break my glasses by taking them off? That'd be crazy. So this one, this needs to go on this lid. Okay, as you can see, I'm just getting this one glued on. I hope it don't start missing. I hope it wasn't too dry. And I'm just going, as you can see, you push it up and hold it like that for a few seconds so that they both stay up. They both curl upward. I'm gonna make sure that none of my real lashes or these lashes get into my eye. Okay. Because I'm trying to be cute, not uncomfortable. Okay. There we go. So there's the lash situation. Now, for the lip. I could have sworn I grabbed my lip liner. Did I drop those and didn't know I dropped them? Hold on, let me look. Let me look for them. Okay, I found them. I had put them up and forgot. These are the two I'm using. This is the LA Colors Metallic Eyeliner, and I'm trying to see if it's a color on here, but maybe I rubbed it off over time or something. But it's purple because I don't see no color on this. Maybe I rubbed it off. This is purple, and then I have LA Colors Metallic Eyeliner. This one doesn't have a color either, but it's like a metallic, almost like a cream peach color. So what I'm going to start with is, what's going on here? I may have to go back in. And line my lips. And you see this time, I'm skipping out on lining the middle of the top one. And I'm going to take this down. You're not going to be able to see the pencil that much, but I'm just kind of mapping out where I want that liner to go. So I'm going to take that Kiss Professional New York in the color Royal Purple, like I said earlier in the video. Hopefully you were paying attention. And this, I believe this was like $1 or two. Okay. And you always want to make sure that you have enough product that you're putting on. Yeah, there we go. And this is matte, I believe. So it's gonna dry in my mouth. I'm trying to wear it, not eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Remix, eat it, eat it. Ooh, that's all right. We just overdrum a little bit. That's fine. Y'all let me know if y'all part of the little lip game too. So, little lip, little lip. If your lips little, let me know. Let me know I'm not alone. And what I'm gonna do instead of having like a big thing of the like a wide gold in the middle, I'm just gonna do a little. But I gotta let this dry a little. Hold on. Let this dry and I'll be back. So I had just paused this, but this started to instantly dry as soon as I said I was gonna be right back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that gold to the middle like so. See, I'm using the side because I need to do it in that little line right there. Podium's empty. Cool. You already know I'm finna egg up. You know I'm finna egg up. Don't even get surprised right now. This is my first time doing something like this. I need to add a little more. Okay, I'm getting super excited. Hold on. Make sure my legs are missing or nothing. Oh, I'm so beautiful. Ooh, yeah, yeah. We pull this up. And luckily, this is a glueless wig, so I can. Where's my brush? I wasn't wearing my headband wig, but I just needed to see something. Oh yeah, this is yeah. I'm gonna take so many selfies, y'all. Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please, I don't know if y'all are able to hype this video because it's not monetized. I don't know. But if you can, do it. If you can hype it up, do it, do it, and do it. Please be nice to me in the comments or I'm going to block and report you. And anyway, have a great night. Bye.